Good morning students. I am Parvesh Kumar from Golden Public School. Today in this video I am going to tell you the summary of the first part of the chapter Glimpse of India. This chapter is taken from class 10th English book. Dear student, this chapter is divided into three parts. Okay, the first part of this chapter is a baker from Goa. In this video, I am going to tell you the summary of this chapter. Okay, student, this chapter is about the bakers of Goa during Portuguese. Okay, when Goa was under the control of Portuguese and Portuguese lived in Goa, on those days, bakers were very important in Goa. So now let us see the summary. In old Portuguese days, the people of Goa ate loaves of bread. Now these loaves have disappeared. Dear student, on those days, people of Goa, the people who lived in Goa, they loved to eat loaves of bread. Although nowadays those loaves has disappeared from Goa. Okay, but their makers are still there. The people who make them are still in Goa. Okay, student, the furnace also exists there even now. We can say their furnace which were used to bake the breads in Goa even now too. Okay, student, the sound of the traditional bakers' bamboos can still be heard. Okay, dear students, when a baker came to sell bread, he had a bamboo in one hand and he banged it the ground and it produced a sound. That sound even can be heard in Goa. Okay, someone of the family still carries this business because not many but some people of the families of baker's family still carries this business. So even we can hear the sound of bamboos which were taken by the bakers. Okay, these bakers are known as pedder in Goa every day. Yes, they are known as peddlers. So we can say the bakers of Goa who bakes and sells breads are known as peddlers in Goa. Okay, now let us see their arrival, their coming. Okay, that means we can say coming of the baker. The bakers used to be author's friend and guide. Okay, just here authors tell us that the bakers were his friends. Bakers were his friends, and he used to come twice a day. The bakers comes. Yes, baker used to come twice a day to sell the breads. The sound of his bamboo woke the author and others from sleep. That means the baker came early in the morning, and the sound of his bamboo woke the author, and not only author, others too from sleep. Okay, the author used to run to him for bread bangles. Hearing the sound of his bamboo, the author used to run to him. Why he used to run to him? For bread bangles. That means they do not only have breads to sell but also have bread bangles which were liked by the children, and that is why the author used to run to him for those bread bangles. The maid servants used to buy loaves and carries them inside the house. Here author tells us when the baker came, the children or he himself used to run to him for bread bangles, and the maid servants used to buy loaves and carries them inside the homes. Now, here we will learn about delivering the loaves. Okay, the baker came with the zang zang sound of his bamboo stump. Okay, that means the baker who came to sell breads. Okay, he had a bamboo, and the bamboo produced a sound zang zang. It was the identification, or it shows the arrival of bakers. On one hand, supported the basket on his head. Actually, he supported the basket with one hand, and the other he banged the bamboo on the ground, which produced the sound. Yes, and hearing that sound, one can understand the baker was coming. Yes, the author and others would look into his basket. They would add the loaves with hot tea. They would not brush their teeth. Actually, they loved so much the bread or the bread bangles that they did not want to waste the time to brush their teeth. So they ran to the bakers and got the bread bangles, and they ate them with hot tea. Okay, students, if we talk about the importance of bread during those days, really, breads were very important in Goa on those days. Okay, the baker was very important for all occasions. And Mary's gifts were meaningless without the sweet bread called ball. Okay, dear students, on every occasion, bread had its own importance. Even Mary's gift were meaningless without sweet breads, and those sweet breads were called ball. Okay, sandwich, cake, and bolinhas were made with the bread. That means bread had important role in Mary's gifts, and we can say the sandwich, cakes, and bolihans were made with breads. If we talk about the dress of bakers, okay, yes, the baker or bread seller of the past had a peculiar dress. It was known as the kabya. It was a single long frock. What it was? It was a single long frock, okay, and it was the special dress of baker. It reached down to the knees. It is similar to half pants of today. That means baker or the bread seller wore a special dress which was known as kabai, and it was a single long piece frock which reached down to the knee. Okay, so we can say the dress of the baker was also peculiar. Yes, if we talk about his family, baker a happy family actually. It was the baker used collect his bills at the end of the month. Okay, that means they did not collect the bill every day. They collect his bill, their bill at the end of the month. Okay, baking was a profitable profession in the olden days, and the baker and his family never starved. Their fed bodies showed that they were happy and were not poor. Actually, the profession really was good on those days. They could earn a good profit, and that is why a baker's family was a happy family on those days. Dear student, I think the video will be helpful to you. Thank you.